Today we're going to be using Claude Code to create one image into an ebook or video. So something that you can sell on like Amazon ebooks or just turn into an EPUB and things like that. So I have this document here. If you guys want to download the document, full document of how to implement this, please go to my school community, join, interact, and you can download any of my documents. And if you're a business owner and want automation, or you want to improve your overall system and bring in more revenue by making things a little bit more efficient, then please give an inquiry down at jegnia.com, and then from there, yeah, we can get into the video. So turn one image into an ebook or video. What we're building here is a person uploads an image, Claude reads the image and makes one clear content plan. The system can then turn that plan into an EPUB or a PDF ebook, a narrated MP4 video, or both. We will build the ebook first because it's faster and cheaper and easier to test. So what we're using here, the main tools will be Claude Code, Claude API, GPT Image 2, Pandoc, WesiPrint, EPUB Check, Remotion, OpenAI Speech, and optional VO 3.1, which is like the video generation tool. So this is the basic workflow here. So so first we start with the image, whatever image you choose to create this ebook. And then Claude reads it and then creates one clear plan with name fields. And then choose output, either ebook, video, or both. If we're going the ebook path, we use Claude Writes to a Pandoc EPUB, or WesiPrint and then WesiPrint PDF and then check and book. And then that's the file that comes out. So that'll be EPUB, PDF, or MP4. And on the video path, we use Claude Scripts to script out the AI voice, Remotion for optional VO clips. Yeah, so this is just a bit of an explanation of what each tool does. So Claude Code, obviously, if you're not familiar with it, reads the existing project, writes the new code, runs tests, and helps fix problems. Claude API, which is the backend version using your API keys, it reads the uploaded images, writes the outlines, chapters, scripts, and scene plans when the app is live. So this makes it easier for us to connect to any of the applications. GPT Image 2 creates or edits the covers and optional illustrations. So every EPUB needs some sort of illustration or something that catches the users that's like scrolling on Amazon or something like that, catches their eye, so they're able to buy from you. Pandoc turns the finished book text into an EPUB ebook. So that's just a format of like an ebook that you're able to like some sort of ebook reader can read it, right? So WesiPrint turns styled web pages into a PDF ebook. Remotion joins images, voice captions, and short clips into MP4 video. And then VO 3.1 is optionally turns the still image into a short movie clip. So that's like a little bit extra that we're going to be doing towards the end. So important differences. Claude Code is the builder. It helps us change the project. It's not the live image to book service by itself. When real users upload images, the finished app called the Claude API and other media tools. Okay, so first let's start with the ebook path. What we're doing here will prove that one image can become one checked ebook before we add any videos. Why this matters is the ebook path is mostly reading, writing, and file creation. Real AI video adds more weighting, more costs, and more ways to fail. A working ebook is the fastest proof that the existing app and the new AI layer are connected correctly. So some simple steps for this is choose one clear sample image that you're allowed to use. Decide whether the book is factual, educational, fictional, or promotional. Write down the audience, tone, target length, and final files you want. Make the first result an EPUB and a PDF from the same book text, and add a simple narrated video only after the book passes review. So questions that you have to kind of like ask yourself is what goes in, what comes out, who checks it, what if the image is unclear, and what if the same object job runs twice. So for this section, what success would look like is one sample image can produce a reviewable ebook without changing the existing upload and download parts of the app. So as you can see, we're doing this part by part and just kind of taking to you through the typical development process of something like this. So choose the Claude model. So what are we doing here? We will choose one main Claude Code model and know when to switch models. So why this matters? The strongest model is not needed for every step. A clear model rule keeps the build quick and keeps usage under control. So when you're using different type of large language models, there's always going to be ones that take up a little bit more usage and are meant for bigger and more complicated tasks. So like the higher end models will be more suited for like coding and stuff like that, and the lower end would be like everyday tasks that are very simple and straightforward for the model to answer. So for here is Sonnet 5. That's best for daily coding, normal planning, and books, and most books work. So when to choose it, start here. It's the best default for this project. So it's kind of like the well-rounded model. Opus 5 is kind of a very beefy one, right? So hard bugs, difficult design choices, and careful final review. Switch to it when Sonnet is stuck or the book needs deeper thinking. Haiku 4.5, fast, simple, and repeats checks. Fable 5, very large job that runs for a long time. You probably won't be needing Fable 5. And then Opus plan, then Sonnet builds. Use it when you want a stronger plan without Opus for every edit. The easy rule is start with Sonnet, switch to Opus for hard decision or final quality checks, and use Haiku for quick repeatable checks. And don't start with Fable. This is a very large existing product, and you probably don't need a long hand-up session. So that's kind of what I just said, right? So using the higher end model is kind of not necessary for something this basic, but to each their own, right? If you want the maximum potential, then you can use it if you want. So optional model commands, show these on screen. So these are all the models. What Claude can and cannot make. Current Claude models cannot read text and images and return text. They do not return a finished cover, image, EPUB, PDF, or video by themselves. Claude provides the content, instructions, and other tools create those files. So what success looks like here, the project starts on Sonnet and the team knows exactly when a different model is worth using. So next is install Claude Code and open the project. So what we're doing here is we install the Claude Code, we sign in, let it study the existing project before it edits anything. So why this matters is the proposal says the project, the base project is already finished. Claude Code should find the first image uploaded, background jobs, file storage, and download parts so the new work fits the project and that already exists. So simple steps here, make a save copy or create a new GitHub branch before changing the project. If you guys haven't used GitHub, I could also put up a tutorial on how to create branches, how to set up your whole workflow as well. So open a terminal inside the project folder, install Claude Code using the official command for your computer, run Claude and sign in when asked, select Sonnet and ask Claude Code to inspect the project without changing files. Ask it to show where image upload, user accounts, jobs, and storage, etc., etc. So I'm just trying to take you through the basic kind of workflow here, and also have left you a prompt here. So give Claude Code simple project rules. What we're doing here is we create one short Claude.md file that tells Claude Code how this project should be handled. And why this matters is Claude Code reads Claude.md at the start of each session. Clear rules save us from repeating the same instructions and reduces unwanted changes. So run init to let Claude load suggest a starting Claude.md. Keep the file short and use plain rules. Tell Claude to use the existing frameworks and folder names. Tell to build the ebook before the video path. Tell to keep the keys on the server and test every paid job retries. So next is set up the accounts, secret keys. That's very important. So the different accounts you need. So why this matters first is signing into Claude Code. Let's Claude Code help build the project. It does not automatically give the finished app permission to call the Claude API. The live app needs its own API account and budget. So Claude Code login, get the login, Anthropic API key, let the live API read images and write the big bookend script. OpenAI API keys creates covers and optional narration. That's for the images. Google Cloud Project creates optional VO 3.1 motion clips. And then file storage keeps uploads, drafts, and final files. So you can use whatever preferred file storage that you want. So the steps are create a separate project key for this app where the provider allows it. Set a small test spending limit before the first paid run. Place keys in the server secret settings or local .env file that's not saved to GitHub. Never send their provider key to the browser or include it inside an AI prompt. Use test files and one user account until the ebook path works from start to finish. So I left you some of the environmental keys that we need. So now create one shared image plan. What we're doing here is we'll ask Claude Code to read the image once and return one clear path that both outputs can use. So why this matters is if the ebook and video each read the image in a different way, the story, names, and tone can drift apart. One saved plan keeps both outputs connected. So title idea, a short working title based on the images and user briefs, image description, audience and tone, words in the image, facts to confirm, chapter ideas, video scenes, write notes. So you're really granularity. Oh, wow. What kind of word was that? So you're really getting granular on what you want to come out of Claude Code, right? So just to keep things consistent. So send the uploaded images, the user's goals, audience language, and upload choice to Claude. Ask for name fields instead of one long paragraph. Developers often call this a JSON, which simply means that text arranged in fields the app can read. Tell Claude to mark unclear text and missing facts instead of guessing. Check that all required fields are present before starting the book or video. Save the model name, the exact plan, and the date with the job. What success looks like here, the app has one saved plan that is clear enough to start either output without reading the images again. Connect the image reading step. What we're doing here is we connect the existing image, upload to the Claude API, and return the shared plan. Why this matters is the one new step both outputs depends on. It must be accurate, easy to review, and safe to retry. So accept common image types such as JPEG, PNG, and reject files that are too large or broken. Save the upload before calling Claude so a stop job can continue later. Send the image and short user brief to Claude Sonnet 5. Check the return field and show the plan to the user or reviewer. If the image contains a person, private information, or unclear words, require a person to confirm the plan. Save the approved plan as a starting point for the ebook and video job. So this is another warning here. Do not turn guessing into facts. An image can inspire a story, but it cannot provide a person's name, a location, a date, or a real event. For factual books, the user must provide or confirm those details. For fictional books, clearly treat the content as a story. What success looks like: one uploaded image produces one readable check plan, and stop job can continue without calling Claude twice. Next is write the ebook in small parts. So what we're doing here is we'll ask Claude to kind of create the outline first and then write and review one chapter at a time. The reason why this matters is one giant request is hard to check and can close the book's direction. Smaller safe steps make editing, retrying, and reviewing much easier. So create a book brief for the approved image plan. Ask Claude for the title, subtitle, table of contents, and one sentence goal for each chapter. So let a person approve or edit the outline before the full book is written. Write one chapter at a time and save each chapter as a markdown, which is the simple text with the heading. That makes it very easy for you to see it. After every chapter, check names, tones, repeat ideas, and promise length. Create the introduction, conclusion, image credits, and copyright page and short book description last. Run a final Claude Opus review only if the book needs a deeper quality pass. So book parts, these are all the parts that you need to be checking. And what success looks like here, the app has a complete book folder with an approved outline, saved chapters, credits, and a final review result. Create the cover and optional illustration. What we're doing here is we use GPT Image 2 for the cover art or illustration, then add exact words with the normal design step. Claude can plan an image but does not return an image file. GPT Image 2 is built for image creation, editing. Exact titles, author names, and logos are safer to add after the artwork is finished. Honestly, ChatGPT or GPT is really good at images. I actually use them for all my thumbnails, and I feel like my thumbnails are pretty good. Using GPT is actually a really good idea. So use the original uploaded image when it's clear. If new artwork is needed, ask Claude to write a short cover prompt from the approved book plan. See that the prompt and optional reference images to GPT Image 2 create only a few low-cost choices, like one and save for requesting more. Add the exact title, subtitle, and author name after the artwork is created. Save portrait cover for the ebook. Write a useful text for every page information. So next, make the EPUB and PDF file. So EPUB is best for phones and ebook readers because the reader can change the text size. PDF is best when the page design must stay exactly the same. So most projects should create both. So which files are we making? EPUB ebook, PDF ebook, simple videos, or AI emotion? Join the approved markdown chapters in correct order. Add the title, author, language, description, cover details. Use Panadoc to create the EPUB and include the ebook images and simple ebook styles. Use Panadoc to create one HTML file, then use the WheezyPrint to create the PDF. Save the exact tool versions with the job so future rebuild looks the same. Keep the EPUB and PDF under the same book, job, and version number. What success looks like here, the same approved book creates a readable EPUB and clean PDF with a correct title and cover. Test the ebook before delivery. We'll check the ebook with ebook check and Kindle preview, then inspect every PDF page. So you're just kind of going through the EPUB and making sure it works correctly and looks clean, right? Which ebook tools best? For automation, use Pandoc plus WheezyPrint. For non-technical final edit, Wheezy Studio is the easiest starting point. Atticus is a strong paid browser option. Vellum is a polished option when the editor uses a Mac. So now for videos. So what we're doing here is we'll choose between a simple narrative video and true AI generated motion. There are different products. Narrated video is controlled, repeatable, and much cheaper. AI motion can look more cinematic, but it's slower, cost more, and may not match the source image perfectly. So narrated page video for video types, image to video clips, video 3.1, it turns selected image into short videos. Full AI short videos, several generated clips join the voice and music, talking presenter, a separate approved avatar presenter service. So this is like some of the times where you would use it. It's different for every business or whatever kind of content you want to create. So the team has chosen one type of video before spending money or voice or generated clips. Write the video script and make the voice. So what we're doing here is actually bringing life to the actual video. We'll turn the saved images and plans and ebooks into a short scene list, narration, and caption. This video should be a shorter version of the same idea, not a completely new story. Saving the script and timing first prevent and wasted media generation. Choose a target such as 30, 60, or 90 seconds. Ask Claude to create a short opening scene, list narration and video. So this is kind of like just going through the overall compressed video that you want to create for this test. So now assemble the simple video remotion. So what we're doing here is we will use remotion to join images, short page views, narration and captions into an MP4. Why this matters is remotion creates a real video from code, so the same layout can be reused for different books. This is easier to control than asking video models to create the entire result in one request. So create one reusable video layout with title sceneries, use the original image, add slow zoom, whatever you want. Plan the narration on the timeline, add only music and sound effects, render a short low quality preview video, create landscape or portrait. So the video opens, voice matches script, caption matches voice, image fits audio levels and writes. So these are just the things that you're kind of looking for. Optional add AI motion video 3.1. What we're doing here is optionally turning one or two approved images into a short video 3.1 clip and place them inside the remotion video. So this is just short clips that you can use VO 3.1 for. If you want to add it, it's an optional for sure. Connect both outputs to the existing app. So what we're doing here is we'll connect the new work to the app's existing upload job status and download screen. The user should now see a separate app for the ebook and another app for the video. The same job should show what is running and which files are ready. So this is kind of what your steps are for this again. So image uploaded, image plan ready, ebook writing, ebook checking. So all the statuses are available here. Test the mistakes most likely to happen. We'll test bad files. So like this is just generic testing for failed purposely, because so far we've gone through the happy path. So you also have to really practice the failed options for your application. That's always very important, right? So it's kind of like the timeline, of course. Claude quickens this development process. So this is kind of the build order, and these are like the important documents that you want to go through. It's really like important for you to go to like say Remotion and just look at what are they offering here. Make videos programmatically. So these guys make videos very consistently. So generating that is very important for something like this. And these are the API documentations. So when you're creating something like this, go through all of these. If you want me to create this system in general, please let me know. Leave a comment and I'll set up like a full type build out of step by step. I know this was just a document that you can download and go and through the school community. And if you want something like this built up for your business, or you have some sort of automations that you want me to build, please check out jegnia.com. Link in description for everything. And I'll see you guys next time.